What is going on, guys? It's Ben from the Parker Brothers and welcome back to another fishing vlog. Now this week's a little bit different. It's going to be a very quick video, and what I'm going to be doing is recreating our video that we done a couple of years ago on the channel, which was how to make your own goo. That particular video got is nearly at 100,000 views, hence why we're recreating it. There's a few ingredients, it's very simple, and it's going to save you guys a lot of money. But before we start, guys, give us a massive thumbs up, make sure you comment down below, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward. I hope you like this one. So first of all, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch on the very few ingredients you do need to make your own goo. Now this is a very personal thing when it comes to flavourings and little extras you can add. That's down to yourself, guys, but this is something that I've done for my own personal fishing and it works for me. So here we go, I'm going to touch on the next ingredients. So the first thing you're going to need, guys, is a substance called glycerine. Now what this is, they use this in cake mixes. You can find this in your local superstores, supermarkets. You can buy it online. Again, that's down to yourself. There's various different ways you can buy this. You can buy this in tubes, you can buy this in little tubs like this, and that's how I buy it. It's just easy, simple and cheap. That's your first one. So next up, guys, is this funny little substance in this packet. You're probably thinking, Ben, what is that dodgy substance you've got in that packet? But what this is, and it's called fluorescein. Now this I've actually bought off eBay. It was a few quid. If you type in there's the wording at the top, guys. Hopefully that's coming up on the screen now. You can see that. Type that wording in eBay, or if you can type that in Google, there will be various places that sell this substance. And what this is what makes that sort of green fleck. When it hits the water, it reacts to the water and makes that sort of goo, that infamous goo colour when you put it around your bait. So next up, guys, this is collagens. You're probably thinking protein, Ben, how are you doing? Now this one is something definitely different and something that I've personally been added into my goos over the duration of the last couple of years. Historically, I used to use something called corn flour, which does the same job, but I do find with this, you're packing as much nutrients within the goo as possible, and actually sits in puts like a halo around your bait when it comes off the bait on the bottom. Works really well, and it's full of protein, obviously. So a few other little things, guys: a syringe, a spoon, something to mix it in, a tub that you can put the finished product in, and then a flavour of your choice. Now again, this is completely down to yourselves, guys. This is something that I've got in there. You're probably thinking, again, it's actually a vitamin pot, to be honest with you. If anybody's wondering, about the bottom there is a flavouring that I use, and this particular flavouring is chocolate orange, and it's been working really well for me over the duration of the last couple of years and put many carp on the back. So there it is. That's the 4 ingredients you're going to need to make your own goo. Let's get at it. Let's start mixing, start making, and see what I can produce. So here it is, guys. Like I said, glycerine before, which is the first one of the process. And what I'm going to do is just get your mixing bowl. I'm just going to tip these in. So next up, guys, is the generic scoop that you get with the packet of protein when you open it. And what I do is I've been using 1 scoop, and 1 scoop to me seems absolutely perfect. It's sort of that happy medium. So 5 of the glycerines and then 1 scoop of the protein works for me. Again, personal preference. There's no right or wrong way of doing this, guys, but that works for me. So next up, what I'm going to do is, guys, is just give this a good stir. Right, so next up, guys, is obviously the flavour of your choice. And again, a lot of people will say, oh, you should have put all the liquids in together, but it's personal preference at the end of the day. It works for me and it's put big fish on the bank. So I use 10 ml of this. Again, I don't want it too overpowering, but I want it enough for it to smell really nice. Like I said before, this is a chocolate orange. I'm going to say it again, it's personal preference. You can put in 20 ml, 40 ml, whatever you want, but me personally, I don't want something that's too overpowering. I want something that's got a nice kick to it. The fish are going to smell it, but they're not going to shy off the bait when they do smell it. So that's the 10 ml in, and I'm going to continue stirring that in till the consistency is the same. So after 30-40 seconds of stirring, as you can see, that's the sort of consistency you want. And one thing I will touch on, guys, is in a comment that we got a lot in the previous videos, is this PVA friendly? And the answer to that is yes, it is. So you can put this on your hook baits, you can inject your PVA bags with it, and it will not break the PVA down. Happy days. So what I've got there, guys, is probably, I would sort of say, 3/4 of a teaspoon there. Again, personal preference, but each their own. That works for me and something I've done previously when I've made this, and I've also got some in there for my next batch I make. So there's that. I put that in. I'm going to get that out of the way and then continue stirring again. So there we are, we're happy with that. What I'm going to do is now, I'm not going to transfer it in the light box, but what I am going to do is, guys, I'm going to transfer this into a tub, and then I'm going to then put it on some boilies and then show you how it reacts to the water. But I'm really happy with that, and it just goes to show that's probably taken me under 5 minutes to make that, or definitely under 5 minutes to make that. So it's quick, easy, and very, very effective when you're on the bank carp fishing. So boom, there it is. I've put it in like a normal boilie pot that you get. It's just an old one I've kept by. But the reason why I do this is if you put it in a decent sized pot, when you are dipping your rigs in it, it makes it a lot more easier when you're on the bank. If you don't do that and you're using the generic silly pots that they sell you the goo in and charge you in excess of £10 for, it's really not easy to put on your hook baits itself. Yes, it is messy, and what I would say is, guys, a heads up as well when you are using this, either wash your hands directly after using it because it can dye your hands, or make sure that you're wearing gloves when you are using it as well, and that would eliminate that as well. So there it is. So here we have, in the background, we got some OG fruit and nut, and what this bait is from Parker Baits. If you're new to the channel, guys, and you haven't heard of Parker Baits before, make sure you jump over to our Instagram and Facebook, and also our YouTube channel as well. Make sure you hit that follow and like buttons, all of them, so you do not miss any of Parker Baits going forward. So next up, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to then put some of the goo I've just made over the top of these baits, and it's funnily enough, the same flavouring I use is one of the flavourings that go in OG fruit and nut. So what I'm going to do is now, guys, I'm going to get my teaspoon, I'm going to pour some over, and just behind that in the background is a bowl of water. So what I'm going to do is just show you how it reacts to the water itself when you put it in it. So there it is. I'm not going to put much on, you do not need much of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of teaspoons there. So I don't knock it out of the way and make a right mess. What I'm going to do is now, I'm going to mix all them in. So I've got a little handful, there's about 10 baits there. So what I'm going to do is now, these were just out of that tub, I'm going to drop them in the water and show you how they react. So straight away, you can see that sort of halo green effect, but what that's doing is now is offloading all that sort of flavour, nutritional value within the bait as well, because obviously there's some little food particles you can also see as well, and what that's doing is putting that halo around the bait. Now if you're not on the goo, guys, this is something you need to get on, because when it comes to carp fishing, this is an absolute game changer. Check that out. Right then, guys, that was my take, my personal take on how to make fishing goo. Hopefully some of you guys have taken something from this video. You're going to put it into your own fishing, tweak what I've shown you, and put some big carp on the bank. If you've liked this video, guys, give us a thumbs up, make sure you give us a comment down below, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you same time next Sunday, 7:30. Peace out, and I'll see you soon.